We have theories on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. All that combined together is gonna make us question reality, rethink reality, change our mindset, change our peripheral, change our perspective. I think y'all get the point. Just stay tuned for the heat that we have coming. Actually might get to a point where I just might let the video just play out. So y'all might get quiet Perky today. I don't know. It depends on the heat. It depends on if I want to land back on some stuff. My merch is out, y'all. My merch been out. I want to say thank you guys for all the love and support that I have been getting. I do want to say that if you do happen to cop the merch, please tag me on Instagram, because not only will you be shouted out on my Instagram story, but I'll also feature you on my website along with your @name on there. I don't know any other YouTuber doing that. Let's go ahead and get into today's video. I sent this one over.
They clone Tyrone is genius, bro. Netflix, you have done it again. Y'all went back in y'all bag. This is how you put metaphors and a message in a movie without being too damn preachy. You want the audience to think and unpack later. You don't want everything to be spoon-fed to you while you're watching the movie. The true definition of show me and don't tell me. But when you can artistically place metaphors and little nuances and things in the movie for you to pick up on as you watch it, God damn it, y'all did it right. Using racial tropes like all black people look alike and turning that to a literal thing with clones and sci-fi, genius. And then not just using the stereotype that we look alike, but also using the stereotype that we all act alike no matter where we from. You took the most stereotypical black things in the community and made them the stars of the movie. A pimp, a hoe, and a drug dealer. And have you ever heard the saying, no matter how much things change, they still remain the same? Well, the city that they live in is called Glen, and it's a retro-futuristic town that mixes old 70s blaxploitation tropes with new school tropes. And then them using things like the club, the church, fried chicken, cocaine, and Kool-Aid to trap black people and mind control them. It's so many metaphors and Easter eggs across this movie, bro. It's genius. Not just fried chicken, church music, and all that kind of stuff, bro. They even use perms as a metaphorical thing for mind control, bro. Out of pocket. Bro, this is Jordan Peele level symbolism mixed with government conspiracy, sci-fi, and comedy. They clone Tyrone, Netflix. Y'all some geniuses, bro. No cap.
The first phone created was useless until they created the second phone. Humanity is smart enough to fix all the problems going on in the world, but too dumb enough to do it. Why don't the murderers hide the bodies in the cemetery?
That's scary.
What if the people that work for NASA are really aliens trying to get back home? Schools don't let us wear ripped jeans because they show too much skin. But we can wear shorts which show basically our whole leg.
Never understood.
Does the voice in our head change as we get older? If we can't see oxygen, how do we know it comes from trees? People have never seen dinosaurs, but somehow we know what they sound like.
Man.
We ain't never been to the sun, but somehow we got a temperature of it. The first person to die started the biggest trend ever. You wanna know what's really crazy? From the day that we are born, people say we are getting older, but really we just dying.
I posted this because I like stuff like that that really makes you think. I love videos like that. I love stuff like that that pops up on my feed because it gets your brain going. Thank you, DeAndre, for the video.
Wait, what happened?
The New York Attorney General is going after the companies that make store-brand herbal supplements. In tests of store-brand supplements commissioned by his office, the AG found out of hundreds of bottles tested, 4 out of 5 contained none of the herbs listed on the labels. Those supplements included ginseng, echinacea, St. John's wort, ginkgo biloba as well. New York ordered those brands off the shelves at Walmart, Walgreens, Target, and GNC stores in New York State.
In a good number of cases, there was no organic material in the product. In some cases, there was sand.
With all these options, we don't know what to do, where to turn, who to trust. And so what we typically do is just trust one of the celebrities that we like the most, and we trust a brand like this. But when you take a closer look at these ingredients, you see all type of craziness. You see syrup and sugar and malic acid and citric acid and citric, all type of acids going on. In every single option, you're gonna see natural flavors and acids.
Let me show you something that's really powerful. Can I borrow your phone, please? There's one right there in between you. Just let me borrow that for a sec. I'm asking you to give me somebody else's phone. You don't have to turn it on. I just need it. Thank you. So let me show you the subconscious power of this device. What if I were to hold my phone while I'm giving this presentation? I'm not checking it, it's not buzzing, it's not beeping. I'm simply holding it. Do you feel like you're the most important thing to me right now? No, you do not. And this is an artificial environment. Now think about how often this phone is out while we're talking to other people. Hey boss, can I talk to you? Sure, what's on your mind? As opposed to, sure, what's on your mind?
It's a difference.
We go out for dinner or lunch with our family and our friends. We have meetings and we put the phone on the table, which sends a subconscious message to everybody else in the room that this is not that important to me. You're not that important to me. And by the way, putting your phone upside down is not more polite.
That's real, that's real.
This is my favorite one, where the phone rings in the middle of a dinner, in the middle of a lunch, in the middle of a meeting, and somebody goes, I'm not gonna answer it. Oh my God, just so magnanimous. Right? Thank you.
I wanna speak on that a little bit from somebody whose love language is quality time. So if y'all didn't know that about me, my love language is quality time. I know. It don't take a lot to make me happy. But quality time, oh yeah, that's the one. You speaking to my heart on that one. So I'm very big on not having the phone by me. I actually am very grateful for people that have been in my life to where we've hung out and I've completely forgot that I have a phone. Does that make sense on what I'm saying? So for somebody that's quality time, you not on your phone? For somebody that's not on their phone a lot and they're like giving me their undivided attention, it just does something to my heart. I can't explain it. It's a love language of mine. And for anybody else that's love language is quality time, then I know y'all could vouch for me in the comment section down below. Matter of fact, let me know what you guys' love language is in the comment section. I'm a sucker for knowing this though. One thing about me, I'm gonna know somebody's love language. I am. It's a part of me now. I learned it now. I just can't unsee it. When you can be around somebody and they make you forget that you have a phone, that's everything. Because we have got to a point where we are so connected. Hear me out. Y'all know I got this from somewhere. I think it was Pitbull. We are so connected, we're disconnected. The phones are literally destroying us. They really are. Phones 25/8. So that's why I love and cherish those that don't be on their phone all the time, that don't gotta feel like they gotta check their social media every 10 seconds. And a lot of people be thinking that about me because I'm a social media influencer, that I'm on my phone 25/8. I promise you I'm not. I hate well, let me not say hate. I dislike notifications. I don't like checking my phone when I'm out with people. I don't like doing any of that because I really feel like I want to give people my time, my energy. So I really cherish those that do the same for me. Then also to flip it, you know, I know I gotta flip it spiritually. One of Yahuwah's love languages, now I think he all of them, if I'm being honest, but it's quality time because he wants you to spend that time with him. And here's the thing, he gives us undivided attention. Think about it. Every time you pray, every time you go up to him, every time you take stuff to the altar. Thank you, Carrie, for the video.
People who eat hot dogs eat them because they taste so good.
Glizzies!
But what's in them is not so good. You know, we've learned to accept it, but I don't know if you'll feel so accepting after this. The company Clear Foods recently analyzed 345 hot dog and sausage products from 75 brands and retailers and found, are you hot dog lovers ready for this?
No.
Human DNA in 2% of the samples and in 2/3 of the vegetarian samples. And get this, 10% of all vegetarian products appear to contain meat. Clear Foods says that there are some companies producing high-quality hot dog. Top scores to Butterball,
even Hebrew,
McCormick, Eckrich, and Hebrew National.
Shout out to Sumien. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Sumien. I appreciate you. You know who you are. I'm sorry, I butcher names a lot.
What was weird about Antarctica?
There's nothing there. So if you want to go see the emperor penguins or all of the wildlife that is available, you can't go to the interior of Antarctica. It's a full-on camp. Like Alex Honnold had passed through shortly after we had left there. He was climbing Mount Vincent, which is the largest mountain in Antarctica. Crazy group of people. So fully set up, like library, indoor packing area for us to do our parachutes, bathrooms, showers, really nice tents. Will Smith was there earlier. People were passing. Yeah, it's fully established. There's a blue ice runway. We flew in on a 757.
What's a blue ice runway?
A runway made of like blue ice. The runway you land on is straight fucking ice. There's lights on it. It's crazy.
Now, is that camp set up for scientists?
No. So there at the South Pole, there is a bunch of, from my understanding, like pure science going on there, funded by governments. This is straight up kind of tourism.
Sorry about the Discord notification. It's because I'm on Discord, so I apologize if you heard the sound. If you didn't, don't worry about it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it ain't for you. Shout out to Kzilla.
Too many to count. My favorite are the cannons. Look at here, these people don't even have the right cannonball sizes.
Them things
Could you imagine trying to lift one of those up? Even with a horse and push cart. There's no way. Or of course the numerous giant swords. And who can forget about the Library of Prague full of giant books? Discovered after a recent renovation. There is a reason why every civilization, every religion, has talked about giants in great length. With even Abraham Lincoln mentioning the giants of Niagara in a speech. The truth is all around us. You just have to open your eyes and question everything.
Thank you, DeAndre.
He said, when people come to me with high blood pressure, I put them on Celtic salt because Celtic salt contains 82 minerals. It contains magnesium chloride, magnesium bromide, and magnesium sulfate. And because magnesium is a water-hungry molecule, it can be used to help the water get into the cell. So when you take a crystal of Celtic salt, put it on your tongue, your mucous membranes start absorbing the minerals, the magnesium is taken to the cell membrane and you drink your water and that magnesium pulls that water inside the cell. It's the quickest way to hydrate a body. The only time excess water drinking can be dangerous is if people drink too much at once and don't have the minerals that are in the Celtic salt to pull that water inside the cell.
I wonder if my girl know about weight loss. If I heard something that's gonna activate immediately tomorrow, I'm dropping about 10 pounds in a week. That's what I want to know. No, all jokes aside, that is very informative. Very, very informative. All jokes aside, I know I play a lot, but no, I'm serious.
Tastes just like chicken. April 2022. Some people noticed a string of food processing plants catching on fire, with 2 planes crashing into them within a week's time. Fact checkers quickly chimed in and put everyone at ease. Nothing to see here. Sit down. This is normal. Fast forward to December. A farm in Pennsylvania has a fire that kills 250,000 chickens. 1 month later, a farm in Connecticut has a fire that kills 100,000 chickens. And again, the fact checkers agree. This is normal. Sit down, conspiracy theorist. How about this though? 6 months ago, NPR headline reads, "What we know about the deadliest U.S. bird flu outbreak in history." The article starts, "The U.S. is enduring an unprecedented poultry health disaster, with a highly contagious bird flu virus triggering the deaths of some 52.7 million animals." The WHO chimes in and saying, "I'm hopeful this is not the new normal." A deadly flu-like virus is killing our chickens? But don't worry, all is not lost. Bill Gates has a solution, and fortunately, he's been working on it for years. Just last week, the USDA approved sale of lab-grown chicken from 2 companies funded by Bill Gates. This helps us in multiple ways. 1, it doesn't require animals. And 2, it's good for climate change.
It's getting to the point where this man's name is in everything.
I don't think we'll ever get to the 2024 election. I think things are going to implode in Washington before then. I think our economic financial condition is fragile. It's going to come home to roost in ugly ways. I will tell you, I don't know exactly how it will happen. I think we're going to end up in a situation where we find out the banks are closed for 2 or 3 weeks and nobody can get into them.
You think so?
I think we're going to run into something like that, yeah. I also think that the levels of violence and criminality in our cities is so high that it's going to spill over into other places in society. People that normally think they can live remote from the problem are now beginning to be touched by the problem. Then I look at this thing in Ukraine. I think Ukraine is going to lose catastrophically. It's going to be a complete collapse. And that, too, is going to have an effect here at home because people are going to say, well, wait a minute. Everybody told us Ukraine was winning. Everybody told us X, Y, and Z. I mean, it's sort of the Russian hoax on steroids. All of those things are going to come together or converge in some way that's going to prevent us from reaching, you know, the status quo. Oh, another election. Oh, another set of campaigns.
You believe that causes death.
Listen, I've looked at things very carefully. There's no other explanation of why such record numbers of people are dying shortly after taking the There are analyses that are published on the preprint server, one by McLachlan and colleagues. This is early in the pandemic with only 1,200 deaths. They reviewed all the deaths. They read the vignettes. They coded the deaths. They said, did the cause it or was there some other cause? 86% of the time, there's no other cause. 50% of the deaths occur within 2 days of taking the shot. 80% occur within a week. This is not, in my view, an issue of debate. The deaths need to be explained. If the CDC is sitting on 24,000 death reports, don't you think they owe America a report?
I do.
Okay, aren't you worried you haven't seen a report?
I am.
Why don't you think you've seen a report?
There's something to hide.
Bingo.
People get cancer in the United States, and the reason that we have completely lousy outcomes is because medical doctors are driving the research bus. When women get together and do a 5K run for breast cancer, all of that money, do you think any of that money goes to nutritional research? Do you think any of that money goes to homeopathic research or acupuncture or traditional Chinese medicine or naturopathic research? No. All of it goes to drugs and surgery, which do not work. Now, why aren't those women running for selenium? If every girl in this country took 200 micrograms of selenium, in one generation we'd eliminate breast cancer by 82%. That's a big number. Why aren't we doing that? Because medicine in the United States is a for-profit industry, and most people are completely unaware of this, and most people bow down to the altar of MD-directed high-tech medicine at their own.
Going in. Y'all know what I'm about to say. Y'all know what I'm about to say. A cured patient is a lost customer. So why would they do that? You're a subscription to their business. If we cure you and we give you the right thing, then we're gonna lose that subscription, aka that money. So why would I cure you when I can just keep you coming in by scratching the surface, by touching the surface with all this medicine, all these treatments? I'm gonna do that because I'm making money off of you. I'm not gonna make money off of you if you're cured. Hey, DeAndre going in. These are all DeAndre's videos. That's why I haven't shouted out nobody in a minute.
To reclaim the American dream and reaffirm that fundamental truth that out of many we are one.
You hear that line? Line's for you. Don't make me laugh. We're one people. It's a myth created by Thomas Jefferson. Oh, now you never go with Jefferson, huh? My friend Jefferson's an American saint because he wrote the words, all men are created equal. Words he clearly didn't believe since he allowed his own children to live in slavery.
Dang.
He was a rich wine snob who was sick of paying taxes to the Brits. So yeah, he wrote some lovely words and aroused the rabble, and they went out and died for those words. This guy wants to tell me we're living in a community. Don't make me laugh. I'm living in America. And in America, you're on your own. America's not a country. It's just a business.
The American dream. You gotta be asleep to see it.
This collider and these beings that they're in communication with. So we're talking about the premier scientists on planet Earth right now who are actively engaged, according to their own words, communicating with something with a personality, in their own words, from another dimension, and that's the purpose of the collider. I mean, people need to understand this is not science fiction. This is fact.
That's correct. What I write about in my novels,
right?
I place a storyline that is embedded with science fact. Everything that I present publicly in the books, public speaking, is all drawn from their own scientific journals and white papers. And then I'm able to see what they're doing. Not just extrapolate, but see in the real time what it is they're doing. Not a future agenda, but what they're doing right now today. The imminency of what they intend to do, which is opening this gateway. And understand that the world of science in terms of particle physics also overlaps into DNA, into biology.
Yes.
There's a multifaceted, multi-level agenda at play, not just with CERN, but it's proof of concept feeder labs around the world that feed into CERN.
So you sell electricity, and then you rent all the things that need electricity?
More or less.
We don't need any of these things.
Well, the conveniences. Their use gives you time to do other things.
What other things?
Well, Like other chores.
So you invent machines to do those, then what do we do?
Go on a picnic. Go for a swim. Go to the cinema. You can enjoy a more leisurely life.
It ain't more leisurely, because we gotta work more to pay for all this stuff.
He's got you there. This is the future. Every home in New York City has electricity. They have refrigerators, and some even have electric stoves.
Now here's the thing. We buy all this stuff, we're not working for ourselves anymore, we're working for you.
Well, here's a story that's not getting a lot of attention. So many are not getting any attention, even though this story has the potential to transform life on Earth forever. Because I'm like a completely conventional person. Like, I worked at CNN. I spent a season doing commentary and analysis for Good Morning America. I lived in Washington from the age of 15. My dad worked for the federal government. Like, I am not an outsider, like, believing that fluoride is causing brain damage, whatever. Like, I've never believed in a conspiracy theory my entire life. I lived in Washington. And it was only in the past 5 years when all this evidence would, but I'm curious, all this evidence would emerge, and I'd be like, well, that's not true. It doesn't seem true to me. Like, I don't know what the truth is, but I can tell when someone's lying. It's like my one gift. And I would see these people lying. And I'd be like, why are they lying? I know they're lying, but why? And so I really came to this, like, at the age of 50. Like, you're almost dead when you're 50. That's very late.
What was it that made you?
Well, UFOs, like, I never for a second thought UFOs.
But what changed your attitude at 50?
The evidence.
Which is what?
Well, oh my gosh. At this point, it's kind of come out, actually. The Pentagon was required by the last defense authorization bill to, like, produce some of their files on UFOs, and it turns out they have known about this since the end of the Second World War, which ended in 1945. There's been a huge increase during the war as well. Huge increase in UFO sightings, in UFO crashes, et cetera, and it turns out the federal government has been tracking this for 80 years and lying about it. So why? Well, that's a great question, and I can't answer it. I have theories, but I don't know. But here's what I learned. The first question is this real? Or am I just being a crazy person who's spending too much time on the internet? Well, this summer, we got a call. We didn't reach out. This person called us. Lexi, who's standing right there, who's a genius, one of our producers, gets this call from this guy who's a tenured Stanford medical school professor. And he wants to come on the show. Now, this guy has a couple patents, and so he's rich. And he's got tenure at one of the most prestigious schools in the world. So, like, he's not a flake. He comes on, and he's like, 11 years ago, the U.S. government reached out to me because I'm an expert on head injuries, on brain injuries, traumatic brain injuries, as a physician, and they had all these court cases from families of U.S. servicemen, over 100, who'd been killed by UFOs. And the Department of Defense was refusing to give them death benefits or medical benefits. And I'm like, and he's like, so they're in the courts. And I was like, there are over 100 servicemen killed by UFOs? Like, what? He's like, yeah, and there are court cases about it. I'm like, why isn't this on the front page?
I'm not gonna put that on there.
But he goes, I'm involved in it. I'm one of the researchers. I'm the expert witness in these cases. Holy shit, what does that mean? And he's like, for example, UFOs appear to be attracted, for whatever reason, to nuclear energy. So at nuclear missile bases in the upper Midwest, for example, nuclear-powered aircraft carriers, nuclear-powered submarines are all getting buzzed by these objects, including underwater.
I posted this video.
Say the word hello in your mind without saying it. How did you manage to say the word hello without actually saying it? You also heard the word hello without actually hearing it. Isn't that concerning?
No, it's not good, because that's your spirit. So you can say hello out loud. You can also say hello here. Seriously, do it. And it's like you can hear it. That's what it means to be in the spirit, y'all. If y'all want some more information on that, I got a video for y'all to watch. All you gotta do is just say the words, and I'll be there on my Michael Jackson tip. And I'll be there. I have a video for it. That's the difference between the physical and the spiritual. Shout out to Day Day.
Everybody knows something's up. Everybody knows. That is not normal. Everyone is looking up, wondering why the sky is split. Look. The sky is broken. And everybody knows something's fishy, don't you? It's fishy, ain't it?
You know, that's the first time I ever seen this.
That's right. It's fishy. Everybody knows something's up. Everybody knows. That is not normal. Everyone is looking up, wondering why the sky is split.
Thank you, Brandon, for the video.
Sounds familiar. What are you doing up there? Looking through people's luggage. I'm the mascot of an evil corporation. Get down from there. We have to keep a low profile till we get to Seattle to tell the world of the plot to destroy Springfield. I don't know if you guys should be talking so loud. No, Lisa, it's not like the government is listening to everybody's conversation. Hi, I'm Corey. You hang up first.
Oh, you hang up first.
Okay.
She hung up on me.
But we're fugitives. We should just lay low till we get to Seattle.
Look.
Hey, everybody, I found one. The government actually found someone we're looking for. Yeah, baby, yeah.
Why is The Simpsons so on point? They never miss. Oh, I gotta go back and watch that movie. Oh my gosh. I gotta go back and watch all the seasons of The Simpsons because apparently they've been exposing stuff since the 1990s. They're listening. I used to play around. I was like, hey, don't send me certain things because my phone's tapped. I used to play around like that. No, it's really, look, playing around. Truth in the jokes, right? No, our phones are really tapped. Everything is tapped. You gotta remember, everything is so smart and everything has switched to electric, and it's all for a reason. It's not that they just did that just to do it. No, it's all electric so that they can tap in and hear what we doing. So really, we don't have any privacy if you think about it. We really don't. What the heck? Was this Maury? Oh, it's Steve Wilco. Thank you, Epic, for the video.
Sinister is going on in the world of celebrities. Hey everybody, it is me, Corey, with the keys, with your keys to conspiracy. Have you ever noticed that when a celebrity is on the verge of moving to the next level, when he's about to get really, really famous, there's always somebody that mysteriously passes away next to him? Kanye's mom, Michael Jordan's dad, Eminem's best friend, Proof. The list goes on and on and on. Could it be that these are not merely coincidences? Could it be
a lot of people
that
are
it's something
suspecting
deeper?
BBL, because that normally is the thing that poisons and gets in your blood. So I've been seeing theories online, which I think is crazy, because I rock with DC Young Fly, but they're saying that he basically sacrificed Jack. What's her name?
Oh,
I knew it.
Yeah, Jackie O, making sure.
Oh.
Sacrificed Jackie O.
As soon as I saw it.
Can you shed some light on that? Like, what's going on with this situation?
Truth in plain sight.
We spoke to DC Young Fly, and a lot of times people see sacrifices as such a bad thing.
Oh.
He didn't sacrifice her. He gave us an offering. We like to say certain things. Sacrifice is so evil. He gave us an offering, and his wife. If you pay attention to the patterns of everyone who passes away,
girlfriend,
when associated with our puppets,
listen,
they always die with the doctor. Michael Jackson, he passed away with a doctor.
Joan Rivers.
Prince, he passed away with a doctor.
Kanye's mom.
Kim Porter, she passed away with a doctor.
List goes on.
So, yes, he gave us an offering to continue his career. His career was on a stagnant pace.
Facts.
We granted him a lot of things. We gave him Wildin' Out. We put him in a lot of movies. In the House Party movie.
And then there's a podcast too. Or was it the 85 South Show? Or
He's garnered a lot of things from us. So he gave us an offering to go to the next level.
Believe
to
it,
be
y'all.
the big superstar in our movies. To be the big superstar with his music.
Please don't do
this. This part's crazy.
DC Young Fly is the replacement of Jamie Foxx.
Where's Jamie Foxx?
DC Young Fly sings, he raps, he acts, He's a comedian.
Dang, it's mathing.
Fox sings.
It's mathing.
Acts. He's a comedian.
And he said too much.
He's very multi-talented. As Jamie Foxx's reign comes to an end,
where is Jamie?
With his talents, we're ushering in DC Young Fly to be the next in line for that.
Crazy.
And he gave us an offering to pay for all the prior success he's had. Every level that we have, you have to give an offering before you make it to the next level. So it's not a sacrifice. He made an offering, and it was for a...
They hide the truth with comedy in order to avoid negative karma. Satanists believe that they have to tell you what they're doing, kind of like with a vampire. He can't do anything until you invite him in the house. Pay attention, folks. Just look at the list of celebrities with all these strange situations where people are passing. Something is definitely going on.
Wow. That doctor one got me. I know y'all seen it in my facial expression. I couldn't hold that one. There's certain things I don't put two and two together. Like, it kind of be oblivious for me. But then it's videos like this that make it unoblivious. In other words, I don't know another word to say. That is deep. Now, I don't want to, but I want to speak on the offering part. Do you hear how people will go the next level just to have a little bit of fame and fortune in this temporary world? They said it wasn't a sacrifice. They said he offered up. It's so funny how I have a shirt. Now, I'm not trying to promote, but that's why I'm putting two and two together. A shirt called Burnt Offering, because we're doing the complete opposite of that. You have people offering up other people's souls, their life, to live on this temporary earth, to have all the fame, the fortune, the money, the cars, the clothes, the women. Then you have us being burnt offerings. You hear me? Being burnt offerings, which means that we're doing the complete opposite. We're giving up pleasures. We're giving up desires. We're giving up anything that's going to make us stumble and fall. Anything that's going to basically have us not make it into the kingdom. That's what we're giving up here. So we're putting all of our desires in the fire. We're putting all the stuff that's going to make us stumble and fall in the fire. We're being burnt offerings because we're constantly dying to ourselves daily to make sure that we're not being overconsumed, overcome by the flesh. We're not letting the flesh rule us. We're ruling the flesh. Because again, the flesh will do anything and everything to get you to sin, to get you to walk in iniquity, to be in transgression, but it won't be there with you when you die. Because guess where this goes? Where this suit goes, where this tent goes, where this temporary body goes. Back in the ground where it came from. Think about that. Let that marinate. Let that sit. I really want you to think about what I just said. The body goes back to the ground where it came from. The soul goes somewhere. Overcome this flesh before the flesh overcomes you. Because I promise you, if the flesh overcomes you, you're not going to have a positive outcome for eternity. This is not nothing to play with. So you got people doing temporary pleasures and gonna have a negative eternal outcome, when really we should be taking this temporary time and doing what we need to do when it comes to this kingdom business, Yahuwah's plan, Yahuwah's vision, Yahuwah's word, so that we can have an eternal life of blessings, of just everything that he promises to us. Don't be so focused on the scene in this world, because I know we can all get caught up in that. It's a bigger purpose than that. Be focused on the things that you can't see. That's it for today's video. I'm tired of going in. I didn't react too much. Your girl tired. Your girl getting off of here. It's too much wisdoms and gem. I gotta go recharge. I love and appreciate y'all so much from the bottom of my heart. Again, if you want to send over videos, if it's Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, please send them over. The link is in the description down below. Add my Discord. That's where I get all these videos. I want to say again, shout out to my merch. The merch is out. It's not only Burnt Offering, but we have Blessed Department, Discipline Over Desire, Super Faith, and Burnt Offering. So I promise you there's something in there for everybody. I promise you. I guarantee it. Go check it out. Link is in the description down below. Shopperkyy.com if you want to type it in. But why do that if you just have quick access to the link in the description down below? But that is all, y'all. All esteem, all honor, all glory, all kabod goes to my Lord Yahuwah, my Adonai, Yahusha HaMashiach, for blessing me with everything as a whole. Seriously, I'm just a vessel that they work in and through. It's gotta give credit and honor where it is due. Y'all have a blessed one. I'll see you on the next one. Shalom, shalom.
can't bring me down. I know who I belong to. Yeah. What? I won't sell my soul. I know my worth.